It's been a bad few months for Hezbollah. It has been degraded militarily by Israel. There have been a series of setbacks. But that, you see, is just one part of the story. As per news agency Reuters, the group will likely try to rebuild its stockpiles and forces and pose a long-term threat to the US and its regional allies. This is based on what 4 sources briefed on updated US intelligence have told the agency. Is there more to this than meets the eye? What's really going on behind the scenes? Would this mean that Hezbollah is busy rebuilding for the next conflict with Israel as Syria battles rebels? Let's tell you more about what has emerged. According to Reuters, US intelligence agencies assessed in recent weeks that Hezbollah, even amid Israel's military campaign, had begun to recruit new fighters and was trying to find ways to rearm through domestic production and by smuggling materials through Syria. This is, in fact, as per what a senior US official, an Israeli official, and 2 US lawmakers briefed on the intelligence have told Reuters. But all of this raises some crucial questions. And what is the focus for the Hezbollah? And how exactly is it planning to rebuild and recover from the setbacks? In fact, as per Reuters, 2 of the sources said that it's unclear to what extent those efforts have slowed since last week when Hezbollah and Israel reached a shaky ceasefire. The deal, remember, specifically prohibits Hezbollah from procuring weapons or weapons parts. All of this is very significant and has far-reaching implications for the region. What would this mean going forward? Do we see things in the region turning more volatile? Because that, you see, is something that the world cannot afford. Given what's also happening in Syria right now, look at what's happened in recent days now. Israel has tried to undercut Hezbollah's ability to rebuild its military forces, striking several Hezbollah rocket launchers in Lebanon, bombing border crossings with Syria, and blocking an Iranian aircraft suspected of ferrying weapons for the group. According to Reuters, US intelligence agencies assess that Hezbollah is operating with limited firepower, and very significantly, as per the intelligence, it has lost more than half its weapon stockpiles and thousands of fighters during the conflict with Israel, reducing Tehran's overall military capacity to its lowest point in decades. Let me just repeat that bit for you. It has lost more than half its weapon stockpiles and thousands of fighters. But the most important point here is Hezbollah has not been destroyed. As per Reuters, it still maintains thousands of short-range rockets in Lebanon, and it will try to rebuild using weapons factories in neighboring countries with available transport routes. You know what one of the lawmakers said, according to Reuters? That Hezbollah has been knocked back in the short term and had its ability to conduct command and control reduced. But the lawmaker added, quote unquote, this organization is designed to be disrupted. Those are some very interesting words. As per Reuters, US officials are concerned about Hezbollah's access to Syria, where Syrian rebels recently launched that offensive to retake government strongholds in Aleppo and Hama. Remember, Hezbollah has long used Syria as a safe haven and transport hub, taking military equipment and weapons from Iraq through Syria and into Lebanon through the rugged border crossings. In fact, according to a senior US official, Washington is trying to pressure the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad to limit Hezbollah's operations, enlisting other countries in the region to help. And as of now, it's hard to say which way things will go in Syria, as the country remains on the boil. Remember what the Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said last week? He said Hezbollah had not been weakened by Israel's killing of many of its leaders since January and by its ground assault against the group since early October. Not just that, he said Hezbollah had been able to reorganize and fight back effectively. However, the sources told Reuters that US intelligence indicates that Israel has taken out thousands of Hezbollah's missiles in Lebanon, pushing cadres of its fighters back from the border with Israel. In fact, as per Reuters, the sources added that while tracking the exact number of Hezbollah fighters remains a challenge, the intelligence notes that the group will likely face significant training challenges for years to come. Also, according to the report, U.S. officials say Hezbollah's breakdown points to a growing gap in Iran's military capacity and raises doubts about its ability to use its proxies to attack Israel and its other adversaries in the short term. As of now, the situation in West Asia remains precarious and dangerously uncertain, more so because of what's happening in Syria.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.